Hi, welcome back to Field Notes from Sophia. I'm Michelle. I want to talk about our imagination. We were told to stop daydreaming. We were told, focus, do your work. Don't Imagination is not where you're supposed to live, but that's actually where our power is. That's where source speaks to us. That's where our higher selves communicate with us. You can start a visualization. I'll give you an example. You can start a visualization and do something childlike. For me, I would hear meditations about go to your inner world. And this was so foreign to me. This was really foreign to me because I always looked at meditation as a void, which gave me great anxiety, which I can go to sometimes in meditation, and I did upon awakening. But often when I do, it's a very soul retrieval kind of thing. I had one last night, and maybe I'll share that. But it's more of an emotional thing for me. But the imagination piece is where we start on a journey, a visualization where you might be looking in the mirror in meditation, and you see your higher self, and they might pull you through the mirror, and then whatever comes wherever your imagination takes you, especially if you feel that in your body. That's a message. It speaks through Your higher self speaks through symbolism, sometimes words. Your guides speak through words that sound just like out of the blue in your mind, something that just hits you like that. But it was drilled into us to stop daydreaming, to just focus, and you're too old to play and all of these things, because our inner world is where our power is. They told us stop daydreaming, stand still. You're too old to play. It was systematic, and our inner worlds were shut down. And even now, I struggle with this sometimes, with the imagination piece and the visualization piece. How it works for me is I often get like a flash of an image, and then I just feel the frequency of it. I almost have like, the visualization part is almost like a sorting mechanism for my human mind, so that I understand what being I'm in communication with. And then I just get feelings, words. And when I know that it's really powerful is when I feel it in my body. I'll literally cry. Sometimes I've raged. Sometimes I clench and unclench or emotionally purge. And at one point after awakening, it almost became like meditation was a hot stove for me. I wasn't finding any joy in it. I was only finding the emotional purging of it, because it was like everything was making me emotionally purge. Even if it was a great meditation, I would just like start crying or clenching and unclenching, or feel cords that I had to cut, or feel ancestral healing. And it was like, oh my gosh, like what in the world? But I just want you to know that whatever comes, just trust it. Like, it takes practice. I still struggle with this. It's been 6 months. I still struggle with this, but I'm getting better at it all the time. And I know now that if I feel a vision buzz in my body, sometimes even in my waking, I could just be doing something, in the 3D basically, and I'll have something like a dragon come into my awareness, and I'll just sort of like close my eyes and tune in and see what comes, and I trust it, And usually it's some sort of download of frequency, or something they're trying to connect. It's a guide sort of thing that they're trying to, it's very hard to put into words. They're trying to give you, it's not just a download, but to help you with your frequency, or to remind you that you're not alone, or sometimes when you feel sad, they're there. Sometimes when you feel joyous, they're there. I mean, they're always there. There's 2 birds, 3. Okay, we're having a bird fight in my backyard. This is an interesting thing. Okay. I've never seen that before. Alrighty. Okay, higher self, what you trying to tell me there? But we need our imagination now more than ever, not for fantasy, but for remembrance. Okay, this is how we remember. You'll think, oh, I'll give you one example. I was in dream time, which, dream time is when you're in the spiritual realm. And I was on almost like a gondola type thing, and there were crocodiles on each side, which are guardians. And the doorway was like very organic and off to the side. And I was heading to the underworld, which is, you know, where you do shadow work basically. And you know, you might think, well, that's just a dream. No, that's your soul in dream time doing the real work of healing you, helping you to heal. But other times, and I have some other creative ways that I tune into what the universe wants to tell me that I'll be sharing with you. Things that are technological that, you know, let me know what the universe wants me to meditate on, and then I'll go on a little journey. But the more we trust what comes, the more we remember who we are. And I have so much, you know, remembrance now stored in me. It's almost hard to keep it all. Even journaling, like there are some things I'll teach you about that I even struggle with journaling, and there's a reason for it. It's called a witch wound, because, you know, those of us who know how things really are have been persecuted, and so that's a past life memory. But if you are on the path of reclaiming play, wonder, and intuitive truth, drop a yes in the comments, or tell me what you're remembering. Like, I would love to know. There's a good chance if you're finding this video, we're soul family, and I would love to know what you're remembering, and I can let you know. Even if I don't have a memory of it currently, I can meditate on what you're seeing and see if my body lets me know, yes, this is real or just imagination, because it's all energetics. Your higher self speaks to you in energetics. But sometimes, even if you don't feel energetics, this is what I want you to understand. You just have a deep knowing. Sometimes it's just that you're exhausted, or that you're just fatigued, or you have purged a lot and you still know it's very real, but your body isn't telling you anything. And sometimes that's one of the more challenging things. And you're like, is this a test? What's happening here? And, you know, your world is created by what you believe is real and true. But anyway, I love you very much. The universe loves you, and you're so supported. And I hope you'll like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.